Hi, so in this video, let's see why Saturn is exalted in Libra and is debilitated in Aries. And I think you can come up with the logic based on my previous video, which talked about Sun being exalted in Aries but debilitated in Libra. And we all know Sun and Saturn are the archetypal, opposites of astrology. Okay, so in simple terms, whereas Sun is like the rising star, Saturn is like the understated hero, right? So let's see, with this logic, let's see why why Saturn is exalted in Libra. Now what is Libra? Now what is Saturn? See, Saturn is the planet of, you can think of it as like the anti-sun. It is not charismatic. It is not, inherently brilliant. It is all about getting your foot down and working. Okay, so if Saturn is like Sachin Tendulkar, if Sun is like Sachin Tendulkar, Saturn is like someone like Rahul Dravid, or you can even go one step further and say it's like someone like Sanjay Bangar, who actually works and toils his way up to the top. Okay, so this does not mean that good or bad. Please don't get me wrong. Okay, so I think, for example, you can look at the batting averages and you can still see that people with Saturn actually end up doing quite well in life and they do rise up. But the way of getting there is very different, where it is all about tenacity and hard work. Okay, and what is Aries now, and what is Libra? Libra is the sign of compromises. It is the sign of taking other people into consideration and working with them to go to the top. Okay, so if I had to talk about Saturn in Libra and its effect in today's world, I think all of you should read about something called service oriented leadership. Okay, so we all had the old view of leadership, the typical alpha male who comes and he knows what he does, and he's got a huge following, loyal subordinates. So that's one part. There is also a new brand of leadership coming up, which is the service oriented leadership, where a leader works with the people. Okay, and he takes them along and tries to affect change in a slow but in a firm way. Okay, so typical Saturn and Libra leaderships are like the leaders of a union, of a workforce union, right? So they are not flamboyant, they can't lead, they are not brilliant, but they do have the tenacity to go to the company's management or to negotiate with the government, right? So because again, Libra is all about trying to meet the other party and trying to get something done, right? This is so Saturn is a planet which excels in this. Now imagine if someone who is not inherently brilliant, who is not a genius, but he tries and does things in his own way, tries to be a pioneer and experimentative and self-reliant, all the energies of Aries, that's what I'm talking. He would fail naturally, right? I mean, if Rahul Dravid had tried to hit a century in 50 balls, it would just not happen. It just doesn't work. So so hence Saturn debilitates in Libra. For Saturn to function well, it needs to put his head down rather than put its head up, right? And I've given you the example in today's context of Saturn and Libra. This is a different kind of leadership which is taking storm. The slow and the steady kind of leadership, where you compromise, work hard, and rise to the top, right? So, and also another reason which Pras Trivedi had given wonderfully in his video, Libra is also about the sign of balance, right? This example I think would make much more sense. Libra is the sign of balance, right? And what is it? It is harmony. It is not putting one side of you, it is not giving weightage to one side of you when compared to the other side of you. And what is Saturn? Saturn is the natural karma karaka, right? It is the planet which evaluates us and passes on judgments, right? Saturn is the judge. So hence the judge exalts when he sees both sides of a dispute equally. Imagine there is a dispute and you have put an arbitrator who is overseeing the dispute, and he's sort of favoring one side. He sort of got links to another one side. Would it be a fair judgment? I think we have all seen the effects of all those. We have all seen the effects of truly non-dispassionate judges. I mean, how they mess up the judicial system, right? So So for a judge to be very objective, he has to take both sides. He has to be perfectly balanced in his understanding of both the sides, right? And that is why Saturn exalts in Libra, right? So I hope you have made. I hope this makes sense. And in case of any consultations, do WhatsApp me at 9704 010475, country code India +91. Thank you.